Hey everybody, welcome to the Boo Review. This is the February recap.
Woo!
This is the February recap. It is the month of love, or lust, according to your perspective.
And you've seen the stories of Amethyst Realm back in December. You've seen the story of David Huggins. And if you haven't, check out our past videos. Yeah. First up, we got a spicy little tidbit coming at you from Iceland. And we'll let Hallgrim's daughter, tell you a little bit more about it herself.
I think it will make the world a better place if more people have sex with elves, basically. Sex with humans is boring.
This video is coming at you from Vice Canada, and there's so many tasty nuggets in this one that we need to go over. So
At first I thought maybe she was just like writing a book about the prospect of elf sex, and she doesn't actually believe she has sex, but then
No, she has
the further it went, I realized that she actually believes this.
Elves sort of know what you want in bed they don't need to ask. They sort of can read your mind and maybe even know better what you want than you do.
or is it just very imaginative masturbation? Let's go with what she believes. She believes it's elves.
She believes it's elves. That's fine.
The guys' penises are quite average, I would say, but I think with elves, size doesn't matter.
So she was thinking, she's like, okay, this is kind of crazy. I got to give it some type of legitimacy. They have average penises. That's pretty normal. They're elves. They're not, not Bigfoot, like we'll see later.
Oh my God, the next story. Stick around. So what do we know? The elves are very flexible.
They're very flexible, so they can, use positions that would not be possible with human beings.
They have amazing tongues.
They have incredible tongues.
And you will have organisms.
You have organisms. That's how crazy elf sex is. You don't have orgasms. You have organisms.
And the elf semen is glittery and shimmery, as you can see in this artistic recreation right here.
Oh man, it's so beautiful.
And it goes down smooth.
Oh God. Okay. Tastes like magic.
Thank you, Hal Guitar, for making my day.
Unicorns and sparkles. All right.
All right, so our next story comes from Nancy Hogarth, a marijuana farmer in Washington. This story is from a couple of years ago, right around the time of the legality of marijuana. So she was illegally growing and selling this to make her livelihood. But there came a little hiccup right here. We don't have a video of this, but we have Nancy's statement. She was growing her buds, and then she walked out one day and, hey, there's Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
He's stealing and eating all the sweet ass buds.
What you doing out there?
So she went and grabbed her shotgun and she held up the Bigfoot. He stood up, and then swinging hard was a huge erection, in her words.
Wow.
Well, she doesn't recall who initiated, but before she knew it, Bigfoot was railing her from behind.
I'm sure she initiated it because she's the one with the shotgun.
Well, either way, Nancy claimed that the hairy Bigfoot beast brought her flowers and mushrooms. I'm guessing of the poppy and psilocybin varieties. Yeah, a little bit of that.
Yeah. Were you snorting it?
I don't know.
That? You don't snort that.
No, you
You
don't.
don't know what you do with it.
There's obvious questions. Why not take pictures? Why not prove the existence of Bigfoot to everyone? Her answer is simple. The government, scientists, would just try to dissect him and turn him into a soldier to fight ISIS or something. You know how the government
I know how the
is.
government is. They're always taking Bigfoots and throwing them out there and more.
Then the follow-up is like, why even tell the story? It's like, marijuana was legalized. I have no income. I need to capitalize on my boyfriend's fame.
Okay, that just seems exploitive on her part, right?
It is exploitive. It's obviously just a grab for fame, but goddamn if this story was not entertaining.
Yeah, that's a very sexy story. I want to see the porn version of this.
I'm sure there's one if you look hard enough.
I will find it. Do you know there's like okay, I'm going to bring this up. This actually matters. Okay, there is a porn out there with a man having a sex on a spider. I will show, I'm not going to show like,
Like Quaalag?
It is frightening as fuck.
I mean, half of Quaalag is pretty hot. The other half sucks.
What's Quaalag?
Okay, I think that's a good lead-in for our next topic.
Okay.
This month, a banned Georgian Sex Manual, first published in 1720, has come to light. It's got some interesting ideas about sex in the 18th century.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's pretty misogynistic.
I imagine.
Let's just say that.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Be disappointed if it wasn't.
Contains advice such as a woman must be careful with her lust and that she should wed and be satisfied by her husband, and she should stare at her husband during pregnancy, as this determine how the child will look depending on her imagination. I quote, "If women cast their eyes on ill-shaped bodies, the force of imagination could produce a child with hairy lips, wry mouth, or great blubber lips."
Whoa.
And then men are the wonder of the world to whom all things are subordinate.
Whoa.
And his seed should be seen as a divine gift abundantly endued with vital spirit.
I agree with all that. Wow, science was just not there yet, right?
Science was getting there, but biology was not.
Wow.
Aspects of science, like mathematics.
Right,
and
okay,
stuff was
yeah,
getting
they were
developed
more
around the time.
advanced in other ways.
And this is the part that maybe Nancy should read. It has an extensive section about lying with beasts.
Ooh.
And I guess this brings a moral question of, is Bigfoot a beast or a man?
Yeah, he's a beast man.
All right.
Yeah.
Should a woman generate with animals, they could give birth to monstrous beings, and
Ooh.
includes images of said beasts, which we
Oh, shoot. So that's
we have
real.
a couple right here.
Oh, wow.
There's a little advice for the men out there too. It says for you to make your seed abound, focus on a diet of root vegetables, pheasants, songbirds, and hen eggs.
Well, that might be true.
And then don't rush off after fun time, because a man must lie with his wife, and the side he lies on plays a factor in if the wife carries a male or female child. But yeah, that's the Georgian Sex Manual. That's a
Wow.
glimpse into
wow. Yeah.
18th
okay.
century sex.
Wow.
It was probably boring.
Well, I mean, I'd say it's paranormal because I'm sure ghosts still follow this.
Next up, you know about pirate ghost lady, Amanda Teague. This is the woman who has one-upped Amethyst Realm in the ghost relations world. She legally married the ghost of a 300-year-old pirate named Jack Teague.
Take that, Amethyst.
Amanda Teague, 45-year-old mom of 5 from her relationship with a physical being, a man. She's from Northern Ireland. She's an ex-professional Jack Sparrow impersonator, and she believes it's this connection with pirate stuff that brought her a connection with Jack Teague, who shares the first name with Jack Sparrow. We're going to come back to that. They romanced for years, and they got together to sail out to international waters and legally marry the ghost of Jack, in which she also employed the use of a medium to allow Jack to say, "I do." Moral quandary, is it legal to marry a dead person? Weigh in.
Okay, well, hold on. Okay, well, so in France, Singapore, and China, it is legal to marry a dead person.
Yes.
I'm wondering why it's illegal. Like, how did that come about? Like, who was marrying a dead person for them to go, hey?
And somebody in the government was like...
Someone's government like, hey, okay, we got to draw a line somewhere.
Apparently the UK has no provisions on it, so I guess it's a gray area in the UK. That's why
like, legally, it's a gray area.
I guess.
Morally, it's just absolutely correct.
She married him. She had their medium. It was consensual. They did their I do's. She does a little bit better, I guess, at describing the sex than Amethyst, because Amethyst basically didn't. She simply says it's surprisingly similar to sex with a human. And yes, all involved can have an orgasm. You can look...
You throwing up here? This is where that disgusting. I mean, it's a spirit. It's not. I mean, it's not a dead body, thankfully.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's what it is. Like maybe people were, getting it on with dead bodies, and that's
necrophilia.
Necrophilia, and that's why it's illegal so many places.
This is spectrophilia.
Spectrophilia.
Yes. She says you can literally feel the physical contact of what the spirit is doing to you, and the spirit can feel it too. She also casually throws in there that amongst her friends, that ghost sex is considered to be a very normal activity, and that one woman she knows has sex orgies with lots of spirits, and she loves it.
Wow. Well, let's get up in that. Wow. I
feel like this is where the story falls apart a little bit. So what does Jack look like? I'm glad you asked.
I didn't ask, but okay.
Because it turns out he looks strikingly similar to Jack Sparrow as portrayed by Johnny Depp, whom she impersonates, except that he is black and has very dark jet black hair, or so he tells her.
Or she tells us.
Yeah. Oh, Jack Teague is from Haiti, by the way. I forgot to include that part. Little backstory on him. He was like a pirate thief, and he was eventually executed.
Sounds like an interesting man. I'd marry him.
Any thoughts on what's actually going on here? I think she might be a little delusional, a little too caught up in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I believe her. We got two people confirming that you can have sex with ghosts. I feel like that's enough. I don't see any reason to doubt them.
You don't think she's just a little too into Johnny?
No, she has too much information about him. Too much information that she stole from a movie. It's just too good. We got to use Occam's razor in this situation, right? Like whatever the simplest explanation is probably the true one, right?
Simplest is that she's just delusional.
I think the simplest is this is some ghost fucking going on.
All right. I mean, that's the hottest explanation.
That's the hottest, yeah.
And finally, this last one right here. All right, it's debatable what's going on here, but we'll tell you what they say, and we'll tell you what we see.
What is that, the dog couch?
Yes.
Stay really still. Are you sitting on the dog couch? Show me your arms. Way up to the sky. What are you doing over there, huh? It's like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Huh? Are you by the kitty cat over there? You see that kitty on the chair with you?
Do you want to give them some setup on this?
Okay. So AJ probably knows a little bit more about this than I do because he looked up the technology that was behind this that we also saw in the Post Malone ghost video as well. But apparently this is used for picking up spirits. Is that what it's made for?
I don't know what it's made for.
Oh, well, I thought you were the expert. Okay. Fuck.
I couldn't find that much. Information about it. I found stuff about people using the kinect, but it's like using a 3D mapping camera, and it's supposed to pick up, like, I guess, structure points. So the idea is that it's picking up the shape of the spirit and giving it like a structure.
Wow.
That you can see.
Anyway, this stick figure seems to be very, very into this cat.
Yeah. They claim he's petting the cat, but is the truth more sinister?
The truth is definitely more loving than that. It's very sensual actions going on over there. The cat didn't move. I mean, that's not how you're supposed to look. That's after all these months of the Me Too movement, this is what I come away. They didn't move. That's my defense in court. They didn't move. I realize I'm wrong. I hope people understand that I realize that I am joking. Okay. All right, I'm in trouble.
Well, the easiest explanation is just this technology is flawed and bullshit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this ghost, if it's there, it is all over with some motions all over this chair. The cat might not even be a part of it. It might just be into the chair.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It seems like it's having a lot of trouble standing up.
Yeah.
This is what ghosts have to go through when you can't remember how to stand up. You're just kind of wailing about. Well, multiple limbs. How many limbs does this thing have?
Dude, I don't know. I'm not into this technology. I feel like it's on the same level as Spirit Box.
Well, I don't know yet. I don't even know what it's for, to be honest.
But yeah, that's it. That's your recap of the month of love in the paranormal world. It's been an exciting time.
It's been very exciting. I can't wait to try these things.
I think that's all we got.
That's it, guys. We love you. During February. After this, it's over.